The following is a special presentation produced by WBBZ-TV in partnership with the Erie County Fair, supported by the fair and their sponsors. It's time for Fair Day Live. Everything you need to know about the Erie County Fair, with interesting people, places, and events at the Hamburg Fairgrounds. With that and more surprises, here is Kim Piazza.
Hey, Western New York, I'm Kim Piazza, and welcome to Fair Day Live. And we're going to meet the fabulous Jessica Underberg. Hello, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. I'm really excited to talk to you and to introduce you to our audience. Jessica is the first female CEO of the Erie County Fair. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's very exciting. How did you come to be in this position?
Well, kind of a long story, but I grew up at the fairgrounds showing cattle and hogs and entering items into the 4-H building and doing public presentations. And then when I was in college in 1996, I started part-time and then just was hired full-time right after college, and here I am.
So you really are a Western New York girl.
Absolutely.
You graduated from Canisius College and you stayed here in Western New York. Your family is here. You've made your living here. I mean, this is just what we love to see and hear.
Yeah, I did. I grew up on a dairy farm in Collins, New York. I now live in Springville with my husband and 2 girls who also show market animals at another county fair. And yeah, I love it here in Western New York and proud to be part of the Western New York's biggest event.
And you know, at the fair with the showing the animals and 4-H, there are so many facets to why that's so good for young people, teaching responsibility, learning work ethic. And I remember in college, I had a roommate who used to show cows and then sell them. She paid for her entire college tuition with the money she made in 4-H selling livestock.
A lot of kids will reinvest back into their project, but then also put money aside for their education. You know, some kids may buy their first car with money that they make off the projects, or pay for their schooling, or buy a business, or buy a home. And it is a wonderful, wonderful experience. I encourage people, if you're here at the fairgrounds, stop and talk to the 4-Hers because they love to share their stories about their animals, and they're very knowledgeable.
And where else would these young people have the opportunity to do that except for at a place like the Erie County Fair? It's really fantastic. But of course, although the livestock and 4-H are a huge part of the fair, there's so much more that goes on here. The Straits. Talk to us about the Straits, the long-time relationship that the Erie County Fair has had with the Straits.
Yeah, absolutely. The Straits have been with us now 94 years, and that's just unheard of with any carnival and fair around the country.
So the Straits are a family, the Straits, who started going around the country with games and rides, and they've just been so good at what they do and so well received and so trusted that the Erie County Fair has been with them forever.
They, you know, really, they truly are like family to us. They're a wonderful family. They're just best people ever.
So part of what makes the fair such a family-friendly event is coming down and enjoying what the Straits have to offer on the Midway. Also, we're celebrating a special year here at the fair.
We are. Actually, 151 years ago, the fair was actually held in Springville, where I now live. By one vote, they voted to move the fair to Hamburg, which in its day and time was an excellent move because it put us closer to the city and easier for folks to get to the fairgrounds. So this year we're celebrating 150 years here in Hamburg, and every night we're going to close the fair with fireworks, an old-time tradition. So every night at 9:30 you can watch a 10-minute fireworks show before you go on home.
I love fireworks. Everyone loves fireworks. And you have circus. There's a circus.
There are so many new things this year. I really encourage people to, if you come onto the fairgrounds and you think, oh my gosh, that's where the racing pigs used to be, maybe they're not here. Not true. Get around the fairgrounds, check out the different acts, because just because they're not in the same space doesn't mean they're not here.
So be a name dropper. Be a name dropper for me. Who are some of the performers that you're going to have throughout the fair?
Well, we're going to open up the fair with the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra, so that'll be awesome. But Chris Young, ZZ Top, the Fab Four, which is a Beatles tribute show that is phenomenal, the Oak Ridge Boys, and the young upcoming country group Midland.
Fun to be had, fun for all at the Erie County Fair. Thank you so much for talking with us. It is such a pleasure to meet you. We're so excited that you're here and that you're large and in charge. So Western New York, welcome. Fair Day Live. You got to come out and check it out because just like Jessica said, you got to get around the fair to really appreciate the fair. So we'll see you here. Thanks, Jessica.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Kim Piazza. Two beautiful ladies here at the fair, Kim Piazza and Jessica Underberg. Hey, before we billboard what's coming up on Fair Day Live, just want to tell you, I'm John DeShulo. Kim's going to be back in a little bit for other subsequent editions of Fair Day Live. We're broadcasting at 8:30 a.m. on WBBZ-TV and live on the Facebook page of the Erie County Fair. Hey, you know, the sprinkles this morning, don't let that hold you back. It's going to turn into a great day. The fair folks tell me that 7 First Alert, that's the official weather station for the Erie County Fair. That forecast voted most accurate. You can go to their website at WKBW.com or the Erie County Fair site, ecfair.org, to get your fair forecast. It's going to be great. You want to come down. It's opening day. It's Fair Day Live. What else could be better? The best 12 days of summer. Let's take a look now at what's happening here at the fair today. We got a lot to show you. Got to put on my specs and tell you that the ribbon cutting ceremony is happening at Gate 1. That's off McKinley Parkway at 11:45 a.m. The ultimate fair goer is going to be honored at this ceremony. Who will that be? We'll find out. Richie Lee and I are going to be over there and meet that individual and show you that coming up on some subsequent editions. Channel 2 is the sponsor of opening day. Admission is just $2. Hey, canned food drive, that's happening today. Come on in. You get free admission to the Erie County Fair with a canned food drive donation. You're helping everybody at the Food Bank of Western New York. The keg tapping ceremony at the Cork and Brew, that's on the Avenue of the Flags at 5 p.m. The Daily Flag Retreat ceremony is at Slade Park at 6:30 p.m. We're celebrating America here at the Erie County Fair. The BPO, Marty Biniaz said, you are in for a treat when the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra is in the Buffalo.com grandstand at 8 p.m. It is a free show with a paid gate admission. That's tonight. You can't go wrong with the BPO, a hometown favorite. And the Skylighters Fireworks, our friend Matt Shaw, he's breaking it down. And tonight is the start of a nightly fireworks happening at 9:30 p.m. each night here at the fair. And that is presented by WGRZ Channel 2 on your side. We're going to find out what's cooking at the fair with some fabulous food right after this.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
The best 12 days.
The best
days of summer are here.
It's the 179th Erie County Fair, August 8th through the 19th. See what we've got packed into 12 days of sensational, sizzling summer fun.
The best shows.
The best rides.
And don't forget,
The best animals.
summertime's best food.
the best times.
Nothing says summer like the best 12 days of summer at this year's Erie County Fair.
Old Man Winter is coming. Are you ready? When it comes to your snow removal equipment, you need a dealer that does more than just sell a plow? Then it's time for you to visit General Welding and Fabricating, Inc., an authorized Boss dealer. Not only can we help you choose from the best products in the snow removal industry, but we're also your go-to guys when it comes to answering all your Boss questions. This week, stop at General Welding's 10 at the Erie County Fair and take advantage of the lowest pricing of the year. Save up to $400 off any installed in-stock Boss snow removal equipment.
Choosing a bank that's the right fit for your personal or professional needs requires serious consideration. Lakeshore Savings is a local bank with big banking products and no intentions to outgrow our home in Western New York. We believe we're just the right size and we intend to keep it that way.
Earn up to 1.5% with a qualifying balance when you open an LS Premium Money Market Savings account. Stop in or visit online to get started today.
Banking with your best interest in mind. It's how we do business.
ZZ Top, the Tonnage Tour. Friday, August 10th, 8:30, Erie County Fair, Buffalo.com grandstand. Playing all their classic hits. ZZ Top. Tickets on sale Thursday, April 19th at 10 a.m. at tickets.com, by phone, or at the Fairgrounds main office.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Building. I'm here with my special friend. Well, everybody, welcome back to Fair Day Live. We're here in the Culinary Arts Building. John DeShulo with you. I'm here with my special friend. You're going to have all kinds of great food right here in the building. It's the security building, and on the first level, there's all kinds of food demonstrations. And recently, Barney Biniaz introduced us to some of the fair folks who have some fair food just for you. Take a look. Linda Lund, Sal Butera, this is Food, partnering with WBBZ-TV. Linda from Babcia's Pierogies, what do you have for us?
We have our surf and turf pierogi.
We saw this being made at the Broadway Market a couple of months ago, and it looks terrific, but you got to outdo yourself because you won last year.
Absolutely, the pressure is definitely on.
And then, so we're bringing both cultures together, and Sal, you have something, and by the way, Sal's going to be offering some coupons at our WBBZ-TV gazebo, as will Babcia's Pierogi. What do you have for us, Sal?
We are bringing our balsamic bruschetta on flatbread here. It's a delicious mix of fresh tomatoes, basil, Parmesan cheese. I put it on a fresh baked flatbread and top it with a balsamic glaze reduction. It's delicious. It's light. Our pizza has been here at the Erie County Fair for 62 years.
62 years, and where are you located here?
We're right at the top of the Avenue of Flags. Every year we try to introduce something new and exciting, and every year we've been very successful with it.
Well, this looks terrific. And Linda, where are you going to be at the fair this year?
We're going to be at Trackside 9, which is right along the racetrack.
Is that going to be the Babcia's van that we're so familiar with?
Yes, it is.
All
Look
right.
for the orange van and the big pierogi on top.
So speaking of pierogies, have you ever had a Babcia's pierogi?
Well, we have a backstory that we could share, I guess, but I have had a Babcia's pierogi.
Have you had some Salvatore's pizza?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
See, cultures collide and it all works. What's your backstory, Sal?
Well, a few years ago, we needed to upgrade our trailer because we ran out of room because, like I said, I keep introducing new items and I need more space. And some fine people came by with pierogies that were looking for a unit, and it fit the bill for them. So...
Yes, so that's how
Western Europe, we eat together, we work together. It's, as Mr. Food would say, God rest his soul, ooh, it's so good, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so tell us, Kathleen, Chevette's Chicken has been at the fair how many years? It just seems like it's for generations.
Yeah, that's the truth. More than 60. We've been at the fair since 1956.
Yeah, 1956.
That's terrific. Now, you guys weren't even born then, so you grew up with Chevette's Chicken at the fair. I got to ask, John, maybe you can't give up the secret. What is the secret to the flavor of Chevette's?
So it's definitely the vinegar tang or the kick to it, but it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook it over the charcoal. So it's difficult to duplicate it at home, but that's part of it, a slow cooking process. Yeah.
And you can smell the chicken, from South Park and McKinley coming on in.
Right.
And how many pounds of chicken will you actually go through at the Erie County Fair this year?
Sure, so we measure it by the half. We can feed, on average, up to maybe 3,000 people a day times 12 days.
It's a lot of chicken.
It's a lot of chicken.
Yeah. Now, you have the tomato salad. It's very iconic. And everybody works together. We have a lot of local food vendors here, and everybody, supports each other, which is terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, our tomatoes we get nearby. They're homegrown at Droughts,
Yeah,
right
less
in
than
here.
a mile away. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody works together.
Picked up every morning fresh. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you at the Erie County Fair. Bon appetit, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, John and Kathleen. Look at this. This is the Dirty Bird. I'm here with Tony from Minio and Sapio. Tony, a Dirty Bird. What is this all about?
The Dirty Bird is basically we took our chicken Italian sausage, which is a low-fat chicken sausage. We put in caramelized onions with barbecue sauce, melt a little bit of cheddar cheese on it, and then we have our Asian slaw that we put on top of that. And then what we do is we put a Creolaise on a ciabatta roll, toast it, and then build the sandwich from there.
And is this only available at the Erie County Fair? Because we all know Minio and Sapio is Buffalo's best.
Actually, this was created by my brother-in-law, Mike Piero, on the food truck, the Minio and Sapio Street Eats food truck.
Great.
And it's taken off big there. A lot of people go there just for the sandwich.
How long has Minio and Sapio been in Western New York? It's as long as I can remember.
We started in 1920, so we've been in business 98 years.
Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah, and this will be our 14th year here at the fair.
All right, so in addition to the Dirty Bird, what else can people expect from Minio and Sapio?
Well, here at the fair, we have our classic Italian sausage. We also have the classic Italian sausage that's stuffed with capicola and provolone cheese, like a royal sub. And then we have the chorizo ciabatta, which actually won the Food Showdown 2 years ago, as well as our very, very famous mac and cheese that went crazy last year.
Nobody's going to go away hungry, Tony, right?
Not at all. We have a good menu.
All right. Thanks for stopping by with us.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, we're here with Jack and Ryan. Jack, tell us where you're from.
From Rochester, New York. Glad to be here at the Erie County Fair.
All right, what's the company and what do you have to show for us?
So yeah, I own the Big Cheese grilled cheese stand, and I've got the donut grilled cheese this year for you.
Donut grilled cheese. So let's look at this, Richie Rich. A donut grilled cheese. What is that, Jack?
So it's a glazed donut cut in halves, and then we got American and cheddar cheese on the inside with some bacon to top it all off.
And who came up with this, Jack? Were you just driving along one day on the 90 and said, bacon and cheese on a donut?
That's exactly it. No, my family and friends always throw crazy ideas at me for these sandwiches, and this one kind of caught my eye, and it tastes very good. It's awesome.
All right, where can we find this at the fair?
I'm going to be near the entrance of the grandstand, same spot as I've been for the last 2 years, so come and find me.
We'll look for you, and you are?
Ryan Gerber.
All right, so Ryan, you're with what company?
We're with Widener Barbecue.
The Widener's back at the fair. We're all excited about the new location and everything.
Yep.
And this burger kind of fits the theme because it's reported that Hamburg might be the place that the hamburger was actually invented.
Yes, the folklore is that the burger was actually created back in 1885 by the Mensch's Burgers here at the Erie County Fair. So about 3 years ago, they reintroduced that to the fair. We took that roll over, and we've been doing it ever since. And we kind of do our own twist on it. It looks like a simple burger, but we incorporate some of our own spices in there and things like that. And as you can see, it's a nice juicy burger. It'll definitely fill you up.
Yeah. What kind of beef is that burger? Is anything special about that?
It's over a third pound of Angus burger. So nice big patty. And as you can see, we top it off with some nice chunk of tomato on there, and onion. And then we can always change that up if customers want different toppings, but that's one of the favorites.
Where are we going to find you at the fair?
We're going to be on the Avenue of Flags this year. So different from our old location, kind of a new beginning for us, a little bit of a different setup, but you'll definitely be able to follow the smoke and find where we're at.
All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us today. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Thank you.
Marty, amazing event here because you're introducing all of the fair foods and so much to choose from. The fair is a total food destination this summer.
Do you know what? It's the #1 reason why people come to the fair. There's great diversity every single year. You can eat healthy or you can eat totally crazy.
And in addition to that, you have a special brew that you're introducing for the fair this year, and you got it right here.
Well, trends are to go into craft beverages, craft beer, but what this represents really is our blue ribbon winning spirit at the Erie County Fair. Both our beers this year, we have a Vienna Lager and also this American Pale Ale, are all based in our competition, our home brew competition. Home brewers from Western New York, we love to compete. We love to compete. Who's got the best corn? Who's got the biggest cow? Who's got the best beer? And these were award-winning beers that we then have brewed with Flying Bison Brewing Company, so everybody can taste what a blue ribbon winning beer tastes like.
It's obviously going to be available here at the fair. Will it be available in Western New York?
Yes, right now and through the fair, locations including Tops Market and Consumers Beverages, you can purchase the bottled version of the American Pale Ale.
That's terrific. We are whipping up great fun right here on the Culinary Arts stage inside the Culinary Arts building. It's all very, very special right here at the Erie County Fair. Find out more at the Erie County Fair website at ecfair.org. Get all the information you need. We're going to be back with a special guest. You won't want to miss Luciano and his dancing dogs.
Best 12 days.
The best.
Days of summer are here.
It's the 179th Erie County Fair, August 8th through the 19th. See what we've got packed into 12 days of sensational, sizzling summer fun.
The best shows.
The best rides.
And don't forget,
The best animals.
summertime's best food.
The best times.
Nothing says summer like the best 12 days of summer at this year's Erie County Fair.
There's a bank in our community that saves you money wherever you are. A bank where people right here answer the phone and spend time with you to answer your questions. A bank that has proudly served Western New Yorkers for more than 90 years and counting. Evans Bank. Experience a better way.
Chris Young live. Losing Sleep World Tour. August 9th, Erie County Fair, Buffalo.com Grandstand. Chris Young. Hit after amazing hit. On On sale Thursday, April 19th at 10 a.m. at tickets.com, by phone, or at the Fairgrounds main office. I'm coming over. Chris Young, Losing Sleep World Tour, presented by Concerts West.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Fair Day Live continues from the Culinary Arts Building. I'm here with John Kennedy Kane, a familiar face. John, welcome to the Erie County Fair. It's good to see you again.
Welcome back, right? I'm here every year, but we got lots of new things for the Western New York entertainment crowd.
And we have Luciano here. Luciano, how are you this morning?
Bene, bene, grazie, grazie.
Luciano, how do you say your last name?
Anastasini.
Anastasisi, DeSciullo, and a cane. I don't know how that's going to work.
That's the circus.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the
Now, you have some beautiful dogs here. What are their names?
Cella and Mio.
Cella and Mio. And tell us, John, where are you guys going to be and performing here at the Erie County Fair?
Well, we are at Gate 5, which is right off of Clark Street entrance. They tell me it's the second most popular entrance. You can't miss us. We're in a yellow and pink big top tent. So we're going to do shows under the big top. Can we show you what the doggies do?
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
Ok. Pronto? Dai via. Ali, up. Salta qua. Cella. Up. Brava.
He's performing. I would like to... It's a little early for our doggies. It's early for all of us. But you know what's great about our show? No matter what happens, it's fun, and that's what it's all about, is there's no mistakes at the circus, you know? But it's good old-fashioned family entertainment. Besides our performing doggies, we have high-wire artists, we have unicycle artists, we have jugglers, trampoline, lots of traditional... Look at that balancing. Very good, not bad.
I've never seen a balanced pooch like that before.
Very good. A balanced diet will do that, I guess, you know. So besides Cirque Live over in our tent, we also have the Extreme Chinese Acrobats in our tent also.
They're a great hit. Every year, people line up to see them, so that's a tradition here at the Erie County Fair, in addition to what you bring to the table.
Absolutely. So I know people will be looking for the Chinese Acrobats. Very close to where they used to perform. You'll see the big top. So come in and see the acrobats there. We think it's going to be even more intimate and that they can do even higher spectacular things because the stage and our tent is bigger. So do check out the Extreme Chinese Acrobats, plus Cirque Live.
Cirque Live, and this is something you can't see anywhere else. You know, you can see concerts, you can ride rides, but an act like this, Luciano, you can't see anywhere else. How long have you been performing with these lovely pets?
Not very long, you can tell.
But you've been in the circus a long time, right?
Yes, 9 generation. My son is 9 generation, I'm 8 generation.
That's terrific. And where are you from, Luciano?
Italiano. Sono d'Italia, Milano.
Well, welcome to Western New York. You've been here before, right?
Not this part, no.
Oh, not in this part? Oh, this is brand new.
Especially for the Erie County Fair.
How about that?
And you know, this show was put together just for the Erie County Fair. It's not a traveling circus. We selected the acts that we have in Cirque Live, and we're thrilled to have the Anastasini family. And his son performs on a slack wire, and then his wife and his son perform with him, and they do a unique, we call it eccentric juggling. So check that out.
So the family is generations. And what motivated your family to become entertainers, Luciano?
I don't know. That was a while ago, I guess. But I remember my grandfather used to tell me, our job is to get you to forget your daily problems during the show.
And you do that, and these dogs really love performing. But how old are the dogs?
Cella's about 4, and he's about 3, and we're going on 4. But then, really, this is not performing like we are performing. They are playing like a regular game for them. You know, this is not like you got to do it. But it's a yes, no, whatever.
Yeah, we have some fun with that.
Comedy, a lot of fun.
Comedy, there you go.
Do you know what? When you see his act, he actually comes in on a train, and all the dogs are in the caboose. So, how many dogs are in your act?
About 4 or 5. 4 or 5. Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun and a lot of chaos.
A lot of chaos. And John, you're from Western New York. We should share your story because you've traveled the world with circuses.
I have. I've been in the circus about 35 years. And without Ringling Brothers and all this, it's starting to decline circuses. So what am I going to do? I'm back home, and we're trying to convince the locals that a circus under the big top is the thing to see, because it is good family entertainment.
It's great family entertainment. And we should mention, too, the Kane family name is a legacy name here in Western New York, because you are connected to the famous hockey player as well.
Patrick Kane.
Yeah, right. That guy, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm the uncle they don't talk about.
That's right. Well, I'd like to see Patrick come in and wear that hat.
He probably could, with his Stanley Cups and his rings. Enough about him.
Enough about that.
Please, it's all about me this week.
It always is, John.
Well, it should be.
John Kennedy Kane and Luciano, we are so happy to have you here. Tell us again where you're going to be before we go to break.
We are at Gate 5, which is the Clark Street entrance. Anytime you come by, there's going to be a show going on, because we do 6 and 8 shows a day.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
And thank you for getting up early this morning, Luciano, to be on Fair Day Live and the other media here at the fair.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you. And don't forget to come and see us.
We won't. And we'll be back right after this.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
The best 12 days.
The best.
Days of summer are here.
It's the 179th Erie County Fair, August 8th through the 19th. See what we've got packed into 12 days of sensational, sizzling summer fun.
The best shows.
The best rides.
And don't forget,
The best animals.
summertime's best food.
The best times.
Nothing says summer like the best 12 days of summer at this year's Erie County Fair.
Discover a world of magic and wonder, where you can imagine all sorts of new adventures and endless possibilities, where you can find what you need for everything, from late-night soothing snuggles to meeting a new best friend. Come to Fisher-Price. There's always fun in store.
Eat quality, save money. Eat fresh, save time. Eat right. Eat Right Foods, Buffalo's premier meal prep service. Order today at eatrightfoods716.com.
Chris Young live. Losing Sleep World Tour. August 9th, Erie County Fair, Buffalo.com Grandstand. Chris Young. Hit after amazing hit. On sale Thursday, April 19th at 10 a.m. at tickets.com, by phone, or at the Fairgrounds main office. I'm coming over. Chris Young, Losing Sleep World Tour. Presented by Concerts West.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
I'm John DeShulo. Fair Day Live continues for just a little bit. Hey, everybody, we had to mention a little bit of sprinkle while we're broadcasting live on WBBZ-TV, but if you go to the 7 First Alert weather page at WKBW.com or the Erie County Fair page, ecfair.org, you'll get the forecast. We're hoping that everything is just going to be clear as a bell today. Want to update you real quick on some of the events happening today. The ribbon cutting ceremony happening at Gate 1, McKinley Parkway at 11:45 a.m. It's Channel 2 opening day. Admission just $2. The keg tapping ceremony is happening at 5 o'clock. We have lots of events coming up. Thanks for watching Erie County Fair on Fair Day Live.
The preceding presentation was produced by WBBZ-TV in partnership with the Erie County Fair, who paid a production fee for the program with sponsor support.